Welcome everyone. Today we'll explore hexagram 18, work on what has been spoiled. Join insights on from James Bird's work, The Future 2027. This hexagram is fundamentally about decay and restoration. It highlights the opportunity that lies in repair and renewal. Think of it like a dock sailboat. It needs repair before it can set sail again. The key passage here states, work on what has been spoiled. This is a sign of supreme and somewhat success. This reminds us that addressing our challenges rather than ignoring them is, in fact, essential for growth. As we discuss this, consider the metaphor of crossing great waters. This represents bold action. It's about taking that first step towards change. Finally, remember the importance of preparation and reflection. We must give ourselves time, like 3 days before and 3 days after, to gather our thoughts and plans, our next move. That is, gather our thoughts and plan our next moves. Let's keep these ideas in mind as we transition into the next part of our discussion. As we delve into hexagram 18, we explore the theme of decay and restoration. This is about recognizing the opportunities that lie in repair and renewal. Picture a dark sailboat that needs some maintenance before embarking on its next adventure. The key passage here states, work on what has been spoiled. This is a sign of supreme success. This emphasizes the importance of addressing issues head on. It's called it's a call to action, a reminder that crossing the great water represents bold moves. Additionally, consider the time frame of 3 days before and 3 days after as a period for preparation and reflection. This sets the stage for us to embrace the change we need both personally and within our organizations. As we explore the imagery associated with hexagram 18, let's reflect on its profound symbolism. The phrase, the wind blows low on the mountain, captures the essence of steady yet persistent change over time. This imagery reminds us that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience and consistent effort, like the mountain weathered by the elements. Our own journey involves gradual shift that leads to significant outcomes. Key point, change is inevitable and necessary. We must embrace it just as nature does. Key point two, just as the wind shapes the mountain, our experience shape our growth. Each challenge offers us the chance to renew and restore. It's raining now. Key point. Let's consider how it can apply, how we can apply this principle in our own lives. Acknowledging make, where we need to make repairs can lead us towards supreme success. Let's acknowledge where the weakest link is sort of. As we transition to the next section, let's think about how this image can guide our approach to restoring organizational strength. As we shift our focus to the business management interpretation of hexagram 18, let's consider how we can restore our organizational strength. First, it's essential to recognize inefficiencies and outdated practices. This is about taking a hard look at what is working and being honest about it. Again, this is about taking a hard look at what isn't working and being honest about it. It's not working. Next, we should prioritize leadership, innovation, and strategic planning. These areas are crucial for steering our organization towards renewal, and of course, outcome will be success. Remember this, just like the sailboat I was talking about earlier, that the leadership is centered around preparing for the next voyage. It's about setting the course for innovation and ensuring we are ready to embrace change, that is. Leadership is important along with innovation. They go hand in hand. Leadership is directed by innovation. Let's keep in mind that recognizing and addressing these issues is the first step in a larger journey toward revitalization, restoration. Now let's prepare to delve into practical steps for business renewal in our next segment. As we dive into the practical steps for business renewal, let's focus on how we can effectively restore our organizational strength again. First, we need to audit and diagnose. This means reviewing our KPIs and gathering feedback from our teams. This is crucial. It gives us clarity on where we stand and identifies inefficiencies. Next, let's encourage open dialogue. This is about empowering every voice in our organization, especially first line people. When team members feel heard, they contribute more actively to solutions. Then we must invest in development. A great life. This includes both training and technology. It's essential that we equip our teams with the tools and knowledge they need to thrive. Finally, we need to act with discipline. Structure is what enables success, ensuring that our actions align with our goals. One must convey a sense of urgency in that these steps are not just check boxes, they are the foundation for a resilient organization. Let's commit, let's commit to them as we move toward renewal. As we move into our next topic, let's discuss the broader lesson, a commitment to growth. You know the K is inedible and in both life and business, but here's the good news. It's reversible. First, think about pruning. Just like a gardener trims a plant to encourage new growth, we must be willing to let go of practices that no longer serve us. This is essential for fostering innovation. Second, we must avoid the abuse of power. Instead, we should embrace responsive leadership. This means listening to our teams, valuing their insight, and adapting our strategies accordingly. By committing to these principles, we set ourselves up for sustainable growth, not just our organization, but also personally. Next, we'll explore how we can new, rebuild and renew effectively. As we conclude our discussion on rebuilding and renewing, let's take a moment to reflect on the key elements we've covered. First, it's crucial to identify the cave, both in our business and in our personal growth. This means recognizing the signs of stagnation and being honest about where improvements are needed. Next, we must develop a strategic plan. This involves not just pinpointing our weaknesses, but also outlining actionable steps to address them. Think of this as creating a roadmap for success, guiding us through necessary changes. Lastly, we need to empower change and innovation. This isn't just about making changes, it's about fostering an environment where new ideas can flourish. Encourage your teams to think creatively and be open to new approaches. Remember, taking wise, timely action is essential for success. It's not enough to acknowledge the need for change. We must act decisively and thoughtfully. Thank you for your attention. Let's move forward together towards renewal and growth. As we wrap up our discussion, let's focus on a clear call to action. Pause for a moment to let the audience hear you. I encourage you to get your copy of the Future 2027 by James Bird. This book offers valuable insights that can help you navigate the challenges and opportunities ahead. It is important that you take action now and do that. There is no because. You can easily find it by visiting medical video or simply searching for the title on Amazon. This is a step towards equipping yourself with the knowledge needed for growth and transformation, personal transformation, as well as organizational skills you'll be gaining. Remember, taking action today can lead to brighter tomorrow. Let's commit to our growth journey together. Let's dive into the fascinating world of the I Ching or the Book of Changes. Hello. This ancient Chinese text is not just a book. It's a legacy that has survived over 3,000 years, originating from the Zhou dynasty. It's very old text or dogma, method for understanding the cosmos. It's believed that its roots go back even further, involving legendary figures like Foretell and King Wen. Now, what's remarkable is that the I Ching isn't the work of a single author. Instead, it's a collective masterpiece shaped by centuries of thought from various scholars and philosophers. One notable contributor is Confucius, whose comments added depth and insight to his interpretations. This richness of perspectives makes the I Ching a timeless source of wisdom and guidance. I Ching is made of 65 hexagrams, each consisting of 6 lines that are either broken yin or unbroken yang. These are used as guidance tools in interpreting their symbolic meanings. The text symbolizes, emphasizes balance and harmony, ensuring how the interaction of yin and yang shapes events and situations. The I Ching deep the I Ching's deep wisdom has greatly influenced Chinese cultures in areas like philosophy, art, and governance, and it continues to be a valuable resource for understanding life's complexities and, of course, the universe. That's all we have on the I Ching right now. And we're now moving to talking about great life. Great life is a tool to help both companies and people who work with companies as well. It helps to grow the foundations of companies. The foundation of companies is the internal customer. It's the employees. Develop them, develop a strong foundation of company. So we're moving to talking about great life, building strong foundations and organizational roots, that is, and personal endeavors. I'm a great life coach today and start your mentorship with us. Our social needs, society needs more individuals who are passionate about topics like the ones you're reading. Just join us and begin your journey as a mentor.